So anyway, yesterday this happened. And of course, the best thing to do when you fall off your bike is to get back on your bike. It's like the rule of life, isn't it? You fall off the wagon, you get back on the wagon. You fall off your bike, you get back on your bike. So I don't know what's going to happen today. I woke up this morning and thought, you know, I'll get this out of my system by doing something I've not done before. And yeah, whatever happens today, it's going to be happening on my bicycle. It seems to be none the worse for wear. I've checked the frame. It's making a clicking sound, but it was doing that before. And I'm pretty sure it's just the seat post. Of course, when they design bikes like this, I don't think they really design them for people who are, you know, some way north of 100 kilograms. So I kind of expect it to make funny noises from time to time. But anyway, let's see what happens. I think one of the things I'm really going to struggle with today is pacing. I've never really had trouble going up hills, down hills. We've done 100k several times without any real problem, but today's going to be a bit different, and I do struggle with pacing. I don't have an Odo, I don't have power meters, I don't even know what my FTP would be. I think all those things possibly complicate riding a bike, but at the same time, very valuable information, I guess. So anyway, back to the story. Today I have something that I want to do, but it's not time critical. I don't have to do it today. I can do it tomorrow if I need to, but I'm going to try and do it on my bicycle. We'll just see how it goes. I mean, there are some places where I can bail out, there are places I can get a train, but I'm not one of these people that is up front and come on, you can do it type person, but I'm always quietly confident in the back of my mind, so I feel good about today. But yeah, UK weather. It's one of those things that you prepare for the worst and hope for the best, because even on a bright summer's day, before you know it, you can have a shower and it'll be pretty heavy. But today it's overcast, which is ideal for video. And it is, well, I think the technical term is mizzle. So I can feel the droplets of water in the air landing on my face, but nothing around me is getting wet. So yeah, I think it's called mizzle. So fingers crossed. They said there's only 10% chance of rain today. So maybe this mizzle is 10% of the rain all day. We'll have to see. So at the moment I'm on the disused railway. Lovely and straight, lovely and flat. Not hilly, because you know it's a railway. Trains don't like hills, so same as me really. But there's several bridges, or there's two at least, both of which are shut. And you have to go down the embankment and back up the other side. I've just gone down one and cycled up the other. Now I was thinking, today is about conserving energy, so am I better to get off and push it up the other side? But I'm not sure that that would actually conserve any energy. Surely that's just harder, isn't it? Anyway, I've ridden up one. I'm going to push my bike up the other and see. Well, I think I can honestly say that that is much easier to ride up than it is to push the bike up, and definitely coming down the other side was far more dangerous on foot. It's loose, your feet can go away from you. So anyway, yeah, cycling, that's the way. So I'm just coming into Brockenhurst now, which is probably our favourite stopping off point on a ride. A couple of great cafes, watch the donkeys go by. Yeah, it's a good place to stop, middle of nowhere. One of our favourites for sure. Is that a lucky penny? So this is part of National Cycling Network route number 2, which essentially takes you from Bournemouth to, well, just outside of Southampton, so Ashurst. And yeah, this is a route that we actually ride quite a lot. We do enjoy it actually, and I must admit it seems a bit strange for me to be riding it without my riding partner. But anyway, I do enjoy this route. It's just gravel, but it's hard packed and nothing too scary. And we've done it on mountain bikes, we've done it on these all-road bikes, and yeah. Got a bit of an audience. I don't know if you can still hear them, but those dogs are still going mad. I mean, they weren't vicious or anything, they just got really excited about the bike. Well, I don't know if you can tell or not, but there is a definite increase in the traffic all of a sudden. So just heading down the hill into Southampton. We're going past Totton in a minute and then on to Millbrook, which is the main drag into the west side of Southampton, through West Quay and then over the Itchen Bridge. Now fortunately, the actual run down into Southampton here, it's got a cycle route all the way in, so we don't have to go on any of the main roads, which is great. I just noticed actually that we've had a Strava fail. It must have lost the tracking or something going down into Brockenhurst, because yeah, there's just a straight line across part of the forest there. But anyway, the main thing is I'm out on my bicycle and I'm loving it. Sherry's over there, football ground, on top of the Itchen Bridge. So 63k in, and I'm just the other side of Warsash. Got across Southampton pretty well actually. I think like any city, everybody's in a rush, and you know, there certainly wasn't the respect for the cyclist, or for me I felt, as there has been other places, but actually by and large it was okay, you know. There was a few places where, you know, lorries were behind me, and I sympathised with them, you know, and wherever there was a wide path, I got out of the way. I think, you know, as a cyclist, we need to show respect as well. They've got deadlines, they've got to be somewhere, we want to stay safe, so if there's nobody on the pavement and it's big enough, you know, why not get out of the way? Common sense really, I suppose. But anyway, very noisy in Southampton. As you'd expect, it's a city. And just stopped for some flapjack and have a quick drink, even though I have been drinking while we've been going along. And I think the next stop is Lyon-Solent. And to be honest, that's like pretty much there where I want to be. So here we go. Now the reason I'm doing this today is because somebody said to me, you know, you should vlog. You can talk okay and you don't seem to have too much problem, you know, talking to camera, which I guess I don't. You know, I've been making videos for 20 odd years, 18 to 20 years, and I'm kind of used to being around a camera. It's very rare that I'm in front of it, but you know, just having it pointed at me is no big deal because I've been around the cameras for so long. But anyway, the one thing I have found out about stopping to film stuff and talk about stuff is that it takes up so much time. I mean, I would never normally stop on a run, on a ride. It's just not something I do. I tend to just keep my head down and get there and, you know, have lunch, do whatever's going to do, and then you know, get on with it again. So I found that actually it's really difficult to stop and do it, and that's the hardest part, is what do you film and what do you not. And this is actually a little bit frustrating because I came around the corner over here and there's this green pond covered in algae or whatever it is, but anyway, there were some baby moorhens or something, little black birds, anyway, not ducks, a lot smaller. And I thought, oh yeah, I'll get them. But of course, they go under the bridge and they hide, so I can't get them. So I go the other side of the bridge and they go back under the bridge again. So yeah, a little bit frustrating. So the one time I thought, oh yeah, I must get that, I'm not going to get it. So anyway, time to get back on the bike and get where I'm going. It's only just up the road, so I'm nearly there. So this is the halfway point. I'm in Gosport and I've come to visit somebody. I'm just going to have some lunch before I go in to give it a chance to go down, so I haven't got heavy legs when I head back. And yeah, I won't go too much into why I'm here, but yeah, this is definitely the halfway point. So I'm just heading back now, just left Gosport, coming into Lyon-Solent, which is a pretty place. The Isle of Wight is just off to my left, and I think that's Ryde. That's, you can see from here. Cowes in the middle there, but I think it's Ryde a bit further round. And of course that's where the Bow Row beach bike is. So, hello Dominic, I hope you're having a good day. Not so hot today, so hopefully people are jumping on the Bow Row beach bike. Anyway, one thing is for definite, the ride home is going to take a lot longer than the ride to get here. Yes, already I'm straight into the wind, but you know, such is life. Well, back to the Itchen Bridge, second time today. Got to watch out for the bloody cyclists. I daren't stop and take any photos this time because I'll probably get sworn at again for being on the path. And it may not be the most beautiful view, but it's still a good vantage point. I tell you what, the legs are still feeling fine. I'm just aware that I am tired, but I think all the time I'm going and all the time that the blood's pumping and the wind's racing through my hair, through my helmet and keeping me cool, then actually it's all fine. I'd say that trip across the east side of Southampton was much better this afternoon, much better. This morning it was a bit hairy at times, but even though there was more cars on the road, they seemed to be a bit more, I don't know, respectful maybe, or just a better quality of driving. I don't know what it was, but anyway, I have to say I did take my feet out the clips just in case. So yeah, so now I've got to go through West Quay. It's going to be ultra busy, but yeah, I mean, there's nice ways to get around West Quay, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. And then it's back to the New Forest, and yeah, we'll just keep pushing on, and won't be too long before we get back. Well, I don't know where this footpath goes, but somebody's bothered to put scalpings down, so I'm assuming it goes somewhere. So let's see, because if this gets me past, oh, here comes a train. If this gets me past all the way up to Millbrook and past the Shirley turning, I will be well made up. And it looks like it does, because I'm actually going under the flyover now. And it's bloody bumpy, but it's better than fighting with the cars up there for sure. So I don't know if that little path was official. It may actually have just been an access path for the railway, but I'll tell you what, it's absolutely epic because it cuts out all of the traffic from West Quay right through to here at Millbrook, and of course here it's all cycle paths, so absolutely fantastic. I can now get out of Southampton without having to go back on the road. It's just great. That is a find. there it is, 100 miles. The bike was absolutely faultless, just amazing. The engine wasn't too bad, a bit tired by the end, but you know, to be expected I guess. But the tech was terrible. So this Sony RX100 kept locking up, I had to keep pulling the battery to get it to wake up again, and my phone just blew through the battery. I had a charging unit with me, a USB battery pack, blew through the lot. So looks like I've lost the Strava and I've lost the GPS and I've lost the Google Maps, but I don't care because I've done it.